Yeah, Hazel. What's up?
The apartment above us seems to be having a good time. I saw a group of old men go in there yesterday carrying lots of alcohol.
Ugh. What were you doing downstairs that late? I don't know why they think it's okay to gather like that all the time late into the night. You'd think they'd have some manners and respect their neighbors a bit more. He's got to be drunk at least 4 or 5 days a week.
So what if it gets a bit loud sometimes?
But what about when you're trying to study or do your homework? Doesn't it bother you?
I don't mind. I actually quite like it being loud. I wish that he'd drink like that every day.
Don't be so ridiculous. Why?
Because the more they drink, the more glasses and cans I can collect to take to the recycling center. The more I collect, the more money they give me. It's great.
What have you been doing?
Hey, Mom! No need to hit me!
Who told you that you could do that? Who have you learned that behavior from? Because it definitely wasn't me.
Mom, enough! Let go of me! What's so bad about doing that? The old lady who works at the recycling center kept complimenting me, telling me I'm doing a good job helping the environment.
Do you think she was being serious?
Yes, she was being serious. I always take a bag full of stuff whenever I go.
You shouldn't be doing that. It's shameful behavior.
Mom, stop yelling at me, please.
I can't believe you.
Mom, stop, you're hurting me.
You've been raised well. If I was to call your teacher right now, he'd say how good of a student you are, how smart and diligent you are. If you were to go out and wash dishes in restaurants for money, people would look at you and feel sorry that you have to do that for money. But somehow you collecting people's trash and taking them to the recycling center for money is you being helpful. Don't you see how it makes you look?
And so what if people think that? I like earning money, even if it's just a little bit.
Ugh, Hazel. You never listen to me. Abby, eat your food before it goes cold.
I'll have some later. I'm busy.
You need energy. It will help you with your studies. Quick, eat it before your brother gets home. It won't be long until he's back from Aunt Janice's house.
Mom, I'm trying to memorize the vocab list for Spanish. I'll eat it later. Please.
Okay, I'll leave it here. But make sure you eat it.
Anyway, Mom, I was meaning to ask.
What now?
When are we gonna move out of here?
Why are you saying this again? What's wrong with this house?
I can't focus here. I'm going insane. The neighbors are way too loud, just drinking alcohol and having friends over day in and day out. I can't live like this any longer.
Abby, why don't you trust me? There's a reason why they say it's good to be a big fish in a small pond. You stand out more. There's no way you won't succeed in a small town like this. We just need to wait it out.
You know what? You both suit each other really well. You're both hardworking. It's great to see.
Thanks, Dad. You're embarrassing me.
You know, I did worry at the start. Well, since me and your mom couldn't really give you too much at the start. But the older you both get, the harder working you are. I realized there was no need for us to worry. You'll both do well for yourselves. I'm sure of it.
Dad, can I get you another beer?
I wouldn't mind taking you up on that offer. Make that a vodka though, please, Dan.
Sounds good to me. I'll go get us one each from the kitchen. Jeff, don't overdo it with the drinking. You need to line your stomach first. I'll go cook you some steak strips. There's some left over in the refrigerator. Also some nuts to eat alongside the alcohol.
Hey now, didn't you both go to a cocktail bar before this and have a few drinks? Not to mention the food you probably ate. How much did you spend on all this food here? Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm trying to eat and drink as slowly as I can.
I did my grocery shopping online. There was a sale on, so it actually didn't come to much money at all. I got the steaks for a good price. I always look around before I buy anything, Jeff. Don't worry. I am always looking for the best deals.
I've seen you grow up since you were a little girl. You'll never change. Always be the same. Anyway, like I said, I'll try eat slowly, but I can't guarantee it.
It's so horrible. Why?
Mom? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just never thought this would happen.
What would happen?
Just that you'd end up with someone who's just as bad as you. Both of you never went to college, only graduated from high school, and you're both spending money like crazy. Increasing your apartment size already, changing cars frequently, increasing the amount of cars you have. You're both starting to make me worry. And your poor sister. She worked so hard to get into Yale University, worked so hard to get into her doctorate course. She's exhausted from it all. I'm sure she's sleeping now in that room.
Jennifer, that's nothing to brag about. What's the point in bringing that up anyway? Just because you're salty that these two have done better than her?
I'm not salty, I just feel bad. I feel like I've led her down the wrong path and I feel awful.
I did tell you, Jen. I told you she shouldn't have gone and done her doctorate degree. There was no need for it. All you've done is put even more stress on her. All she does these days is cry. She won't give up. She's so stubborn and unreasonable to talk to. She's so qualified, but she can't get a job like everyone else. It's crazy.
Yes, I think that's why I feel so awful about it.
I don't even know why you pushed her to do her master's degree. She couldn't even get a job from that, let alone her doctorate. She's just wasting time.
What did you expect her to do then? Not go to college and just join any random company like everyone else does. One where the stupid people go to. She's way more talented than that.
Yes, it doesn't matter how smart she is. If she can't get a job, it's useless. Money is key, and she clearly can't make it even if she is that smart. She just needs to get a job. Unfortunately, a lot of people graduate from Yale and are unable to get a job. They end up becoming janitors, cleaners. I've heard loads of horror stories of the such.
Honey, you can't say that. Do you really think that's what Abby will end up doing? She's worth more than that. Don't even bring those sorts of things up again. It's outrageous.
Like I said, what's the point in being smart? I'd rather see someone out working hard for their money than sitting in her room crying all day.
You're part of the reason she's losing hope, Jeff. It's not like she's a random girl we got off the street. She's your daughter. You need to start supporting her.
And why should I? Just look at Daniel and Hazel. They didn't go to college, got a job straight out of high school, and look how well they're doing. They've got a house, they never depend on us. In fact, they look after us more than anything. But Abby, who would have thought at that age she'd still be in school, living off our money because she can't get a job? How much does she even take off us a month? I bet you even give her pocket money, don't you?
Huh? No. With what money? I don't have any extra money to give her as pocket money. She's just using whatever money she has to get by, I guess.
Well, she most definitely doesn't get it from a job, that's for sure. Back in the day, we had to work hard for our own money. I spent almost 40 years working on a building site. I worked hard for my money.
Ugh, stop it now. Plus, you're talking too loud. You might wake her. You've put me right off my dinner. I don't even feel like eating anything at the moment.
Ugh. You know what? It's because of this behavior in this family that I can't quit drinking alcohol. It's the only thing that keeps me sane at this point.
Abby, did you just wake up? I gave up sleeping. It was way too loud in the lounge. What was even going on in there? You've all given me a headache. Ugh, what's in this cup? Have you even cleaned this? Why? What's in the cup? If you aren't going to wash the dishes properly, then don't do them. This cup is gross. Look, it's dirty at the bottom. It doesn't take a genius to see that and clean it properly. Sorry. I was just trying to speed up as I'm tired and want to go to bed. I was trying my best, but I'm in a bit of a rush. Me and Daniel have a thing, so we've got to have an early-ish night. Huh, I see. So you've made Daniel do all the packing while you're doing the dishes? I guess you didn't realize you do them this lousily. If you don't like what I'm doing, then maybe you should have got up and done something around the house. All you've done is slept all day. If you'd have woken up and offered to do them, then I would have been very thankful to you. What? Do dishes I didn't eat off? Are you crazy? Also, when are you gonna pay back all the money I've lent you? Instead of spending it all on alcohol, you unemployed alcoholic.
Hazel, just because you're able to carry a lot by yourself and move heavy stuff, doesn't mean you should be doing it. It doesn't make you look any better at this job. We need to be careful and move things together. The more careful we are, the better service we deliver to customers. We need to make sure the customers are happy with what we are doing. That's what makes us good at our job, not how much we can carry at once. Teamwork is important in this job. Why do you insist on fighting every single time? You're making it impossible to work with.
Honey.
What now?
Look at me a second.
I said, what's wrong now?
Why is our joint bank account empty?
I had something urgent I had to pay for, so I used it. I didn't have enough money in my bank at the time, so had no other choice.
What? What was so urgent?
I had to lend it to my mom.
Oh. Did your mom need money?
Yeah. I think it was to help Abby out with getting her own apartment.
Why does she need her own apartment?
I think my dad keeps getting on to her and she's had enough.
Okay, and what's she gonna do about her bills and living expenses? She hasn't got a job.
I'm sure she'll work something out. She's not gonna starve, is she?
Are you seriously telling me you took all the money out of our savings account just to help your sister out with getting her own apartment? Do you think you can just spend our money like that?
I forgot to ask you first. My mom was urgent. I'm sorry.
Honey, I'm furious. How could you do that? Just give away $40,000 like that without telling me first.
She said she would pay it back.
When did she say she'd pay it back by?
I don't know. I guess when she finally gets some money in the new year, she'll give it to us then.
Ugh. I've lost my motivation to work. $40,000. Do you know how hard we worked to save up that money?
You keeping on won't change anything. It's over and done with now.
Do you realize how long it will take us to get all that money back again?
It's not like we don't earn good money. I can afford to lend my mom that kind of money.
Yeah, but lending. Her accepting it is the problem. She shouldn't have accepted that much money off of you. It's out of order. Let's just stop talking. We need to get to work. If we carry on like this, I may go insane. Ugh, this woman's refrigerator is gross. Who lets it get in such a mess?
There's no need to clean it for them. They aren't paying us any extra for that service. Why are you bothering?
Oh, did you not know? We need to go to this much effort for our customer service. As long as we keep giving the best service, then people will keep recommending us to their friends. I thought you were the one who told me that. Little does he know, I've also been lending money to his mom and sister. $300 here, $500 there, and I'm still yet to be paid back. If I ever was to witness them paying me back the money they borrowed, I may have a heart attack. That's how little I expect from them.
If she knew my mom has been asking me for $300 now and then on top of this, she will be furious.
wearing a suit. Where are you going?
I've got a funeral to go to.
Huh? Whose? Has someone we know passed away?
Just a man I used to work with around 10 years ago. He passed away suddenly and the family invited me to attend. Out of respect, I have to go.
Yeah, you best get going then.
We need to donate some money to the funeral fund. I was thinking like $100.
Who in their right mind donates $100 to a man he hasn't seen in 10 years?
Don't you remember when we got married? They knew we were struggling and gave us quite a bit of money as a wedding gift. If it was my choice, I'd give them around $500 to return the favor. But obviously, we can't afford that.
I don't have $100 to spare.
What do you mean? Your wages would have been paid yesterday. How is it gone already?
I just don't have the money to give you. Stop pestering me.
Why don't you have any money?
Ugh. Okay. I gave some to Abby to help her out.
What do you mean? She's had more than enough off us. Why would you give her even more? You're the reason she won't get a job. She's too comfy. She needs to start working for her money. She's moved out and living by herself. She can't expect us as her parents to keep paying her bills.
I just gave her some money so she could buy some furniture for her apartment. She had nothing. You know, some drawers, a lamp, stuff like that. It costs a lot at first when you buy a house. You have to buy everything at once. So I wanted to help her out.
You already helped her enough by paying the apartment deposit. Who knows if she's even making you pay her rent for her too. I'd expect so. She's almost 36. She needs to get a job and start realizing that money doesn't come that easy and it's earned as the result of hard work.
If he knows I'm paying her mortgage and that she's not renting, he will go insane. What money is she supposed to use to pay rent money monthly? Surely he isn't that stupid. She's destined for a good job. I know she'll get there. She's too smart for this, my poor girl.
You know what? Give me the $500 instead. I need to go as soon as possible.
If you're happy to take money off me like this, why are you so angry when Abby does it? You're both as bad as each other. If people were to look at me, they'd think I was only born purely to give this family money.
Stop complaining. I've gotta go. If I ever catch you giving money to that unemployed waste of space again, I will divorce you. I don't care how long we've been together. I'm exhausted.
It should be around 9:30 when we reach Seattle. Shall we just stop by somewhere to grab some food? I'll be too tired to cook when we get home.
Oh, my mom was planning for us to go to hers to eat before we went home.
Huh? Why?
She just mentioned it a couple of days ago and I thought it would be easier.
Don't you feel bad making your mom cook at this time of night?
It's okay. She suggested it. Let's just go. Come on. It's not like my mom's a bad cook. And it's quick to eat.
Jennifer, is there anything I can help out with? Like peeling some fruit for dessert?
How was the food anyway? Did it taste all right?
Yeah, it was great. It really was what we needed after that long day.
Jeff said he was going to be home late tonight, so I had something I wanted to tell you while he was gone.
What's that?
It's not like I have 4 or 5 children. I only had 2 that I can actually call mine. One graduated from Yale but is too lazy to get a job and would rather sit around in the house all day and do nothing. Then I have one who will work all day every day in order to make money. 2 completely opposite children. Anyway, it's not like we've been able to do much for you as your parents. So the least I could do for you today was make you some food.
Is there something you feel sorry about?
How can 2 people in a couple be so similar?
Mom, what are you trying to say?
Well, when you told me you were moving to a much bigger house, I wasn't as upset as I thought I'd be. You know, since we live in one almost half the size. I thought it's just nice to see one of my kids doing well. But then I was thinking, if you're both making enough money to afford that kind of house, surely you should be offering to give me some pocket money or something each month. You know how much I need it, and I thought it would be a nice gesture. Pocket money? We haven't been because, well, Jeff gets a decent amount of pension money per month, so we thought you were both doing okay. Sorry for assuming. That's okay. As long as you've realized and said sorry, that's all that matters. You don't need to put any money into savings for a house anymore, so from this month I expect you to start giving me pocket money. And don't mention anything about this to Jeff. He doesn't need to know. Okay, Jennifer, I'll see what I can do. Send it to my bank the same time every month, as if I'm getting paid by a job or something. Yes, Jennifer, we'll set up a direct debit. I've packed up some leftovers and some fruit in the refrigerator for you to take with you. Make sure you take it before you leave, okay? You both best get going. You've got to get some rest. I knew she asked us over here for a reason. I knew it. I can't believe her. After all the money she's taken off me and Daniel and never paid back, but acting like we've never given her pocket money? How much do you think she's expecting a month? Well, she did give us all that food and prepare leftovers for us. So, make it a decent amount. Wow, leftovers. Bits of food nobody wants to eat. Does that really mean she deserves our hard-earned money all the time? She already takes more than enough from us. Okay, then what do you want to do? We don't really have much of a choice. Why are you yelling? I'm just saying it's a bit rude of her to expect even more from us. Ugh, I'm tired. Let's just get home. I still need to shower before bed, and time is running out. We've got a long drive to Atlanta tomorrow. Here you go again, acting like you care about work. Of course I care about work. What, shall we not book anyone in this week and rest? Is that what you're suggesting? Are you crazy? We've only just bought an apartment. We need to keep working in order to pay things off. You don't get money from just sitting around and lazing all day. You're one hard worker, Hazel. It's hard to be that hardworking, especially when you're a girl. Surely it would tire you out more. Money is my motivation, and I like earning money. What's the point in resting when I don't need to? I like having money and spending money, so I need to work. Simple as that. You know, some people say that people like you, who are obsessed with money, are the worst kinds of people. Okay, well, I don't care if they think that. If that's what they think, then just tell them to stop earning money then if they think it's that bad. Even if I'm a bad person, at least I have money, and that's the main thing. So come on now, let's keep up the hard work. We've got bills to pay. You're right. Who's gonna stop us?
Hi, I live on the 5th floor in apartment number 2.
Yeah, okay. And what's the problem, miss?
I just heard the building owner comes into work on Mondays, so that's who I'm here to see.
Okay, but why? What's the problem?
Well, I'd like to discuss the maintenance fees in the building. I think they're way too high, or something is wrong. Because how on earth does it cost this much money? I'm only living in a small apartment here. I'm paying around $500 maintenance fees. How does that make sense?
Well, if you're using a lot of heating and aircon, then it's going to come out at that much. Plus, last year the gas company we used raised their prices a little.
Okay, but do you really think it's acceptable to be charging this much for maintenance fees? For such a small apartment?
I'm sorry, but it would be the same anywhere you went.
Well, I asked the girl in the apartment next to mine how much she was paying. She said when she isn't using the heating or aircon, her maintenance fees usually cost around $300.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I was searching on the internet, and people are saying that's very expensive and most places aren't that bad. They say the only reason for this is that people haven't been out to check that the system is working properly, and that the manager is corrupt. So I came down to request if we could have someone come in and investigate to check if there is any problems.
She's pretty smart. No one else thinks to do their research on that. They just accept it. Okay, first of all, let's calm down for a second before we discuss anything. How about you take a seat and a breather for a second? Have a cup of coffee.
I'm just saying, we need a check done on this place because I don't think it's operating legally. I thought that apartment maintenance fees were going to be standardized. So why are the ones here so expensive? It's draining me of my money and I'm furious.
Please, just take a seat and have some coffee. I'm good at making coffee, I promise.
Okay. 3 sugars in my coffee, please.
So, what are you doing here anyway? Are you studying or something? I'm assuming you have a separate place somewhere else and just come here during class seasons?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm just using this place to help me write my thesis, as it's so close to the school library.
When I checked the mail, I noticed a lot of brochures and letters arriving from Yale University. I'm guessing they were yours.
Oh, do you control the mailroom too?
Yeah, of course. That's also a part of my job.
I see. Yes, I'm currently studying my doctorate degree at Yale University.
Wow, really? That's amazing. You must be very talented. That's a tough school to get into. She's really smart. I wonder if she's single or seeing someone.
I guess you could say that.
Do you not have a car? I noticed your parking space was always empty downstairs in the parking lot.
Yeah, I have a car. I just leave it at home.
Why? We have 3 levels of car parking spaces. Surely it would have been easier for you to bring it here with you.
Yeah, well, that, but I was also thinking about the cost of gas. Constantly traveling back and forth here, it would cost a lot.
Ah, you're right. I'm assuming you're pretty good with your money then.
Surely this can't be the building owner. He's believing a lot that I say. Surely he's smarter than this.
Hazel, it's me. I'm calling off a different number. Sorry.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Are you really making me have to call you about this? Are you trying to make me feel bad or something?
Huh? What do you mean?
Why haven't you sent me my pocket money yet? I've been waiting for it.
Yeah, right. I'm a day late. Sorry. I've been so busy it completely slipped my mind.
I thought I told you to send me the money on the same day, under no circumstances. And now it's resulted in me having to ring you to ask where my money is. You promised me you would.
I'll send it over now, Jennifer. I promise I will.
Okay. Just make sure this never happens again. Got it.
Mom, why are you ringing me so early? You woke me up.
It's 11:30 a.m. What do you mean you're still in bed? Are you out of your mind? Get up.
I always sleep at this time. What are you on about, Mom?
What on earth are you up to all night if this is the time you're waking up?
Ugh, Mom, stop being annoying.
I'm just calling to say I sent over your money. There's enough there for the maintenance fees and some for you to live off.
Mom, I told you to stop sending it late. You need to start sending it the day before.
Do you think I sent it late out of choice? They just sent it to me a day late, so that's why. It's not my fault.
They're so annoying. Why can't they stick to promises? Why are they acting like they've got problems with money? If they promise to send the money on that day, they should make sure it's sorted.
I know she's my daughter, but sometimes I can't believe the things that come out of her mouth. She acts so entitled sometimes. I don't think she has the right to be saying such things. Are you okay for fruit? Or have you run out?
I've got plenty left, Mom.
Don't just let them sit there and rot. Make sure you're eating them when I'm giving them to you.
Mom, anyway, something more important than that.
What now?
What do you think if I was to start dating?
Don't be so ridiculous. You're 36 and haven't once had a boyfriend this whole time in order to focus on your studies. What do you mean you want to start dating now?
Are you not happy to hear that?
Of course I am. But the doctorate and your education comes first. What's the point in marriage at this point? Your doctorate degree comes first. End of.
Mom!
No! That's the conditions that were set and you know it. But why are you talking about dating all of a sudden? Have you met someone?
No, it's not that. It's just even if I wanted to date and had an interest in someone, I'd be extra fussy who I was seeing. Of course, they'd need to have money and be of a certain status. But how can I meet someone like that when I don't even own my own car? I look poor. Who would want to be with me?
A car? Suddenly?
Yes. One of my friends from Yale knows someone who will give me a car. I just need to pay a deposit and then pay them monthly, as if I was paying rent.
And how much do you need for all of that?
$5,000 deposit.
Where do you think we can get $5,000 from? We're not made of money, Abby.
Just ask Daniel and Hazel. Tell them it's the price of me being able to publish my thesis, and that I need it.
You can publish your thesis? Really? What's this all about? Oh, I was just about to come over. Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going out to get my car fixed.
Why? What's happened to your car?
I don't know. It's a new car as well. But there's been a problem with it, so it needs to go back and get fixed.
That's strange. A new car shouldn't just fail on you like that.
Yeah. Maybe I'm using it too much or something. I feel like I'm constantly in the repair shop. Anyway, why were you coming over?
Ah, I came over to talk to you about something. Abby has been asked to publish her thesis.
Publish it? What, like officially?
Yes. It outdid the doctorate threshold. That's how well she wrote it. So she's been asked to publish all her findings and her whole thesis in a book.
Oh, really? But isn't that only possible if you do it yourself? No book publishing company is going to ask Abby herself if they can publish her thesis. Those thesis books only happen when the student themselves puts themselves forward because they believe that their thesis is that good.
And what do you know about publishing books? Don't sit there and act like you're right again. I'm just going off what Abby told me.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
You don't ever read a newspaper, let alone a book. All you do is stare at your phone all day. What do you know about reading or books?
Okay, then let me upload the question on the internet and ask others if it's that stupid. If Abby wants to publish her thesis herself, then that's a problem she has to sort out, not any of ours. I can't and I won't lend you both any more money. Sorry. We're already giving you pocket money every month, let alone the $3,000 or so you owe me already that you've never paid back. Plus whatever I've lent to Abby myself directly. Speaking of that anyway, when were you planning on paying that back? She hasn't even paid back $5, let alone the whole $3,000 I've lent her.
Don't you think it's bad that you're pressuring your mother-in-law to pay back money, even though you're perfectly fine financially? Plus, I've forgotten exactly how much I owe you after all this time.
Oh, okay. I guess that could happen. Anyway, don't ask to borrow money off me again. Not until you've paid back what you currently owe me. Only then will I think about it. I can't afford to lend you any more money.
Are you serious? Don't be so tight. If you're gonna be like that, I'll just ask Daniel instead. He'll give it to me, no doubt.
My mom said she asked to borrow money to help me publish my thesis, and you said no.
Yeah, I refused to lend her any more money and told Daniel to do the same.
Is it even all your money?
Yes, everything I've lent her so far is all my money, not your brother's.
What does my brother's hard-earned money got to do with you anyway? He said you were in control of the finances.
I guess because you're still unmarried and single, you wouldn't understand. But when you get married, your partner tends to have more influence over you than even your parents. Not only that, you're the older sister. Why would you even try take money off your younger brother, just so you can publish your thesis? Why do you always have to borrow money from us? Ask someone else. If you wanted to publish it that much, then you just go out and get a job yourself in order to pay for it. With your qualifications, I'm sure you could make that kind of money in a few months.
And where am I supposed to get a job?
Why don't you just come work for our moving company? You can learn from us. You'll soon earn the money yourself. I'll be by your side to help you, so you won't be left in the dark. I guarantee you, you'll make that money in no time.
Me? Work for you? Are you crazy? Listen here.
I'm listening.
Are you crazy? I've got almost 3 degrees from Yale University, and you want me to go work for a moving company? Do you really think that's all I'm capable of? Why would I follow 2 people who barely even graduated from high school around and learn from you? The woman that can't even clean dishes properly wants me to learn from her? Very funny.
Abby, stop getting personal. I was just trying to help. Plus, about that dishes situation again. That was a mistake and I was rushing. Do you think I'd really have done that on purpose, knowing you would bring it up at every possibility you got? Also, I don't think you're in the position to judge what kind of job you get to do, and if you're better than us. Because right now, I'm the one who's earning money and you're the one who keeps borrowing it. Do you really think it was a good idea not to lend your mother-in-law that money? You're basically siblings now. You need to help each other out. Mom, I told you the situation. I've explained it to you. Yeah, but because of that, I've gone out of my way to lend her it instead. Mom! Why did you do that? You know what she's like. She started talking badly about you in the town meeting. What was I supposed to do? Let people around us think you're a poor family? Plus, she kept saying you were causing a divide and feud between Daniel and Abby. You've always been the same since you were younger. You've been obsessed with money. Mom, I told you I'm down on money this month because my new car keeps breaking. Why did you lend her the money? You aren't helping the situation. Ugh, Mom. Why? Is she really asking us to donate $5,000 towards her marriage fees? Yeah, but honey, the man she's marrying, he's the owner of that whole apartment building. If she gets married into that family, not only can we get all the money back she owes us, but she won't ever bother us about money again. So I think it's a pretty good investment and will help us out in the long term. I don't know. Let me think about it. I have a headache. Hello, yes. I'm just on my way to work now. What do you mean Daniel's crashed the car? 1 second, let me just pull over. Explain to me. How has he crashed the car? Is he okay? I've only just paid to get it fixed. What's going on? I just spent 5 months paying back the repair fees monthly. How much is this gonna cost? Is it bad? Don't you think it's fixable? I don't think I can drive. I'm way too stressed now. I'll call an Uber and come right away. Anyway, about the insurance payout you both had. 1 second, Jennifer. I'm really enjoying the food a second. Honey, try this a second. It's amazing, isn't it?
Honey, can you pass the bread?
You said you weren't hungry earlier. You must have picked up an appetite after smelling your mom's food. Anyway, Hazel, are you listening to me? About the insurance money. Yeah, what about it? Well, I was thinking about Abby's wedding. And since her fiancé comes from wealth, he's bound to come out in a fancy suit, isn't he? Jennifer, I don't think it matters who it is. Most people want to look their best and expensive on their wedding day. So that's why I was going to suggest. What if we were to gift him a nice watch or something for the wedding? I'm sure he'll like it. Yeah. If you want to do that, Jennifer. I'm sure people will be looking at what watch the groom is wearing on his wedding day. He can't be wearing something cheap. People will have high expectations from Abby. Since they all know her as the girl with the doctorate from Yale. Yeah, of course. So, what about us using the insurance payout money to buy one for him? Give it to me. I'll sort it. Daniel, are you listening?
Huh? Yeah.
There's only so much of this I'll take, don't you?
I know. Just tell her what you're really thinking, Hazel.
Both of you hear me out for a second. Jennifer, please take in what I'm going to say to you. I know what you're gonna say. That you can't do it, right? 1 second, Jennifer. Let me just look at my phone for a minute. Jennifer, in total, including Abby's money, the total you owe me is around $20,000. Including the money you owe Daniel, that's around $35,000 you owe us. So before I lend you any more, you need to pay back at least $40,000 of it. Oh, and also the $8,000 you borrowed off my mom. Why are you acting so threatening? All I asked for was a bit of money. Jennifer, Daniel crashed and was in critical condition. He had to be rushed to hospital for surgery. The surgery was long, and it's taken weeks to recover. He's only just gotten out. Yet you're already asking about money? You didn't offer even once to help pay any of the hospital fees. Do you not realize how much his hospital fees cost? What about your health insurance? That would have covered a lot of it. The one good thing that came out of it was the fact that even Abby came to the hospital and brought some gifts to cheer Daniel up. What? Where did she get her money from? But you couldn't even show your face at the hospital. Not even once? They said I couldn't come to visit. Even if you couldn't visit, you didn't even try contacting him. If you wanted to and actually were worried about him, you would have come and waited. Even on the day he had surgery, you never came. After all that, you are blackmailing us to give you our insurance payout money? Blackmailing? There's no sort of thing in a parent and child relationship. I understand that Daniel's your son, and you raised him, blah, blah. But we've given you more than enough money now to pay all that back. And we've gotten nothing. No effort in return. So now it's your turn to repay us back all of the money you owe us. If you don't pay us back what you owe us within this year, we're going to tell Jeff everything. All about it. What? Do you really want to see us get divorced? If you do, then go for it. You're just ruining the family. If you don't pay us back, then unfortunately, that's then your problem to deal with. Most people believe the best way to maintain a relationship is to give just as much as you take. But we've never gotten anything from you. So I can't do this any longer. In the end, Jennifer decided to take out some of her housing deposit in order to buy Abby's new husband, Brad, a Rolex for their wedding day. Of course, behind Jeff's back. When Jeff did find out about what Jennifer had been doing behind his back the whole time, he decided to finally get a divorce. Because of that, Jennifer had no choice but to move into Abby and Brad's new house. It doesn't matter how close you are with your parents. What newlyweds would enjoy one of their parents living with them? In order for Abby and Jennifer to pay us back, Abby was taking money secretly from the maintenance fee pot of the building Brad owned. When she was finally caught by her husband doing that, he threatened to get a divorce. But of course, she begged for him to stay with her. I started to believe the only reason she even studied statistics in college was so that she could get away with financially ripping off people. We decided to threaten them with the law and made it clear if they didn't pay us back that we would hire a lawyer to help us get the money back somehow. So in order to avoid that, Jennifer and Abby both wake up at 5:30 a.m. every morning to clean Brad's apartment building for him. I guess you could call that some kind of job. Then from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., they both work in the apartment reception, dealing with residents' problems and queries. By the looks of things, they finally both look like they're working hard. Of course, only because she's trying to avoid getting a divorce from her husband. However, the people I helped move furniture for today had a couple's picture on the wall in the lounge. Strangely, the man in the picture looked a lot like Abby's husband, Brad. If it's actually him and not some doppelganger, then Abby is really in for the shock of her life.
Oh, Hazel. Hi.
Huh? Abby? What are you doing here? And why are you cleaning the stairs?
What were the chances of you moving somebody into this apartment today?
What happened to you cleaning Brad's building? Shouldn't you be working there right now?
He told me I'm bad at my job and won't let me work there anymore.
What about your mom?
She's okay.
What? Is she still working in Brad's building? Cleaning or at the reception?
She's still doing both.
Ah, I see. So now you're stuck cleaning different apartment buildings for a living. Got it. Did you really waste all that time studying in such a prestigious school just to end up cleaning apartments for a living? Yet when I offered you a job, you told me no because you were better than just working in a moving company?
How am I supposed to not work and do nothing all day when you've got the money I owe you constantly hanging over me? I can't get sued, so I have no choice but to pay it back even if that does mean cleaning these damn buildings.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
But Hazel, wait a second.
Yeah?
What if I was to take you up on that offer now? You know, working for you, helping people move houses. I'm happy to learn now.
Sorry, Abby. We're fully employed at the moment and there's no job openings. And come to think of it, after the whole situation you made with me not cleaning the dishes properly, maybe you cleaning apartments for a living is the best job for you. You know, since you're obsessed with things being perfect. Anyway, I best get going. Got a job to do. Good luck.
Ugh. Who does she think she is? Just because she earns more money than me? Ugh, what kind of disgusting person pees on a public staircase? Gross. Ugh. I hate this job. I hate it.
Abby, the housekeeping manager is coming. Keep your voice down. Do you think she's coming because she heard us talking so loudly?
Ugh! Your fault again! I can't get fired from this job. If I do, I've got no place to go.
Hello, hi. You must be the housekeeping? I'm just here helping a family move into the building. What's the problem? You heard a loud noise coming from the stairwell? I'm not the kind of person to tell a lie, so I'll just tell you straight. The sound you heard was Abby. She's my sister-in-law. She was yelling because someone's peed on the stairwell here. She's refusing to clean it up and saying how much she hates this job.
Hazel! What are you doing? Stop!
Anyway, I have to get going. I'll let you deal with Abby. I need to get this move over and done with, so I'll go now. Bye.
Yes. No, she didn't hear correctly. I didn't mean what I said. I'm sorry.
Hi, Lydia, darling. How are you doing, dear? So listen, I have a huge favor to ask you. Hi, Joanne. Okay, wait. Just FYI, I'm not accepting it just yet. Oh, is there something you want to tell me? It depends on what it is. If it's all right, then please could you tell me what it is first? And then I'll let you know. Wow, that's pretty rude of you to say, don't you think? You haven't even heard what I've got to say yet. Yes, but based on my past experience of helping you out, I have a feeling this won't be an easy one either. So I was just trying to give you a heads up so that you don't expect me to agree right away. Well, aren't you something? Since when were you so blunt? Tut tut. We're neighbors, darling. We've got to help each other out, remember? Right. To a certain extent, I can agree to that. Meaning what exactly? Do you remember that time when Nate finally got his PS5 that he'd always wanted for his birthday? And then you asked me a favor to see if you could buy it off of him so that you could give it to Sam? And you said you'd pay, but your offering price was like half of what we paid to get it? Oh, that. Yes, well, that was Nate's birthday present and you knew it. So to try and buy my son's birthday present as a favor was quite shocking if I'm honest. Don't you agree? Yes, but the reason why we offered that much was because it would be a secondhand item by then. So why should we pay any more for it? Because it wouldn't be secondhand if it's only been used for less than a week. Yes, it would be. And you never sold it to us anyway. My poor Sam. I remember he was so upset about not having one at the time. Then when he went over to your house to play on it with Nate, he came home begging me to get him one. He wouldn't stop nagging us, and we knew we couldn't afford it. That was terrible to have to deal with. Dealing with what? I mean, dealing with my son crying and begging to get him something I knew I couldn't afford to get. It was like crushing my son's dreams. And that was thanks to you, you know? What? That's crazy to blame me for it. How is that my fault when you could have just bought a new one for him? Because you didn't sell the one Nate had to us. And why should we? Are you being serious? We're neighbors and we're supposed to help each other out. And you didn't. So, of course, it's all your fault. Okay, look. I'm not arguing with you over this. Especially since this is all in the past. This is not getting anywhere. I agree. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I'll take the blame for that one. Now, what is this favor you want me to do for you? Well, don't you worry. It's nothing that involves money. I thought I'd tell you that, since it's clear now that you're such a cheapskate. No, it was never about the money. Ugh, I can't deal with this. What's the favor that you wanted? I want you to babysit my Sam for me. Can you do that? Well, why? I got invited to a lovely afternoon tea with my high school friends who I haven't seen in years. Surely I can't refuse. I'm so excited just thinking about catching up with them with all the fancy sweets and delicious sandwiches. So that's a yes then, right? No? Why not? My Sam and your Nate are best friends. Why are you refusing them to spend time together? No, it's not that. It just depends on what day it is. I've got plans too, you know? If it's for an entire day, I definitely can't. When do you want me to take him anyway? Well, today, of course. I'm going to see my friends now. What? Today? What do you mean, of course? Don't make it sound like that's normal. You can't just ask me to take care of your son on the day of. Why not? If it were a few days in advance, then maybe I'd consider it. But not today. I'm sorry, but no. Well, I'm not asking you to climb Mount Everest with him or anything, so just accept it for God's sake. Excuse me? I don't think that's the kind of tone you should be using if you're asking for favors here.
Darling, I know you don't have any friends, so it might be hard for you to understand. Excuse me? Now look who's being outright rude without manners here. But look, you have a son too. So surely you can at least understand a mother's needs to let loose every now and then to have some fun. Right? Oh, please. I don't have any friends. What you're asking is crazy, and I won't have you speak to me like that. Crazy? No, I'll tell you what's crazy here. It's crazy for me to take my son to an afternoon tea in a fancy place like the Saunders Hotel. A 10-year-old in a high-class hotel like that? He won't be let inside. Or even if he did, he'd find it so boring there. Why should I care? Well, I'm just telling you why I can't bring him with me. What are my friends going to make of that? And other people enjoying their time there? What if he causes a racket? What will people think of me then? Yes, this would be all about you, wouldn't it? And what do you mean by that? This is my high school reunion. He's going to feel so out of place there anyway. Think about how he would feel. Then think about how I would feel. I have plans too, thank you very much. And besides, I wasn't talking about that anyway. What were you talking about then? I was talking about how rude it is for you to ask someone a favor that includes a lot of responsibility as taking care of a child on the day of. Have you no concern about other people and their plans? Well, look, Joanne, I can't help you out here. I'm sorry, but you're better off asking someone else. Well, it's too late for that now. I'm already on the train. What? Are you being serious? What about Sam? What happened to him? Well, the hotel is pretty far out in the city, so I needed to catch this train now to make it on time. Sam's fine. He should be at the park. You mean Top Hill Park? The one in our neighborhood. Yes, where else? What? Is he there alone? OMG, Joanne, is he in the park alone? Why, yes. It's fine. It's a nice day outside. A lot of our neighbors were there, and I dropped him off there. So I'm sure there are plenty of adults keeping an eye on him. OMG, you're crazy. Why didn't you at least wait until I accepted or until you had someone else to look after him? I didn't have enough time. Look, just take care of him, will you? Thanks. No! Don't you dare end the conversation now. Are you insane? What is wrong with you? Who leaves a child out all alone in a park while they go out to have some tea? Well, isn't it better for him to be at the park than anywhere else? OMG. You're actually insane. What if he gets kidnapped or something? That's exactly why I came to you, so that you can take care of him, didn't I? I told you that I can't though, didn't I? Well, like you said, what if something happens to him? That's your own fault, isn't it? It's your fault for not taking care of him when I asked you to. What are you blaming me for? Just look after him, okay? I've had enough of this. You've had enough? What? Are you listening to yourself? Yes, I've had enough. We've been going round in circles here. Because of you, you crazy woman! Aren't you the least bit worried about Sam? He's your son's best friend, and this is how little you care for him? Sam would be so upset if he found out about that. There's no doubt Nate would be just as sad if he heard about this too. Gosh, leave my son out of it. He has nothing to do with your irresponsibility and incompetence as a mother. You're unbelievable. Excuse me? Well, I'm only telling the truth. Ugh, I don't want to waste my energy here. Look, he might be lonely being at the park right now. Stop being so stubborn here and please just do me this favor, will you? Just go and pick him up with Nate and let them do their own thing together like they do at school. I told you I can't. Why not? You have nothing else to do today. It's not like you have a job to get to. Hey, I might not have a job, but I'm a wife and a mother like you. Unlike you, I've got 2 children to take care of, so I've got way more on my plate than you do. Why, I had no idea that you were this self-centered. Excuse me? Excuse me? Where on earth did you get your morals from, Joanne? Where are they? Huh? Do you even have any? Or are you just as unscrupulous as you seem? You really need to sort out that bad attitude of yours. Look, I don't care about what you think or feel about this. Just take care of my son and that'll be the end of this conversation. Have you got that? I told you I can't. How many times do I have to tell you that? Why not then? I can't go because I'm not at home right now and I won't be until late at night. Not that it's any of your business, but I have a family event to tend to and I'm at my uncle's house now. What? Even if I were to pick Sam up, it'll take me about 3 hours to get there. Why didn't you tell me this at the beginning of this damn conversation? I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't let me explain while you butted in with all of your name-calling and accusations. What? Well, what's going to happen to Sam then? This is all your fault. How should I know? Oh dear. What am I going to do? Look, you might be a horrible, selfish person, but I'm still worried about Sam. So, this is what I'll do. A horrible and selfish person? Look who's talking. Gosh, why did I ever think of being friends with you? That's simply because our sons are the best of friends. If it weren't for that, I would never choose to be friends with you, let alone talk with you. I still wish I had nothing to do with you. Oh, don't make me laugh. Listen to you. And you're telling me how I don't have any morals or manners or whatever? If you would let me finish typing. I was going to tell you that I was going to get one of my friends who should be near the neighborhood to pick Sam up instead. Oh, that would be lovely. But actually, now it looks like there's no need for that now. No need? What do you mean? Well, it looks like Sam went all the way to your husband's office. What? No. No, that's impossible. He wouldn't know the way there. Well, it looks like he does. You're pretty lucky that Sam is smart enough to know how to get there and that your husband's workplace is so close by. I would never let my son do that. Never! Why didn't I know about this? Your husband just texted me. He said that you told Sam to go and find Nate at his house. Apparently, Sam is being looked after by one of his female colleagues and he's playing in the kids' room at the company now. Oh dear. Okay, well, I guess Sam is taken care of then. Hasn't your husband texted you about it? Oh, yes. I need to check. Okay, I've got them now. Oh, no. I wish I'd seen these messages earlier. Oh my. He's so mad at me. Oh, dear. He says he's had enough and... Oh, never mind. Okay, well, look, I don't know and I don't even care to know what's going on between you and your family. Sam is safe now. That's all that matters. So I better get going. No. Wait. Yes? Come on, Lydia. We're still neighbors, right? We're still friends? Can't you help me to convince my husband that this was all a bit of a mistake? It's all just a bit of miscommunication, really, isn't it? A misunderstanding? Can't you tell him that? Oh? Are you asking me to do you another favor? Well, it's not like you really did me a favor just then, did you? Oh, the nerve you have on you! If I remember correctly, didn't you say that you didn't know why you were friends with me? Did I? It might have slipped out of my mouth, but you know I didn't mean it. You brought this all on yourself, Joanne. I have nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with you or your family's business. All I would care for is Sam, and only because he's my son's best friend. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go. Please don't text me anymore. Goodbye. Joanne's husband came over to our house the next day and he apologized profusely for what had happened. I had only seen him around when he threw out the trash on some mornings, so I had never really spoken to him until then. But it turns out that he's a decent man and a wonderful father. So it's such a mystery as to why he got married to someone like Joanne. I don't particularly like to meddle in other people's business, but since he told me, I'll share with you the information that he's going to file for a divorce. He told me that he's had enough of Joanne's inability to take care of the family, and he just doesn't love her anymore. He thinks with all of the evidence of her neglecting her own son, he should be able to get full custody of Sam. Which is great for me and my son Nate, because they can play together more often. As they say, you can never forget the neighborhood kid you grew up with. So even though his mother is a wacko, at least my son's friendship with her son can remain a normal one. Thanks for watching! If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.